Howdy, new and old cultists alike. Welcome to the 7th episode of Eat Me, the bite-sized tips for marketing and mind control that I share every weekday at noon Eastern, aka lunchtime. See, you get it? It's a pun. Eat Me. Anyways, today we're going to talk about a simple way to be seen as a valuable advisor and influential sort of person in your market. Now, when you just start out, it's going to be a little difficult to get this going, but it's one of those things that accumulate. So it's like for people who ask, oh, well, I want to become well-known in my marketplace and I want people to know me and like me and trust me. Should I start a blog, or what do I write about once I start a blog? This is good advice for you. So what people look for in an advisor, in someone who's going to be not just a random person to give them advice, but someone they come to again and again, a trusted, ally that you bring really hard problems to, and you really, take action on what they say. That person is going to be someone who makes accurate predictions, right? So given certain information, you're able to make a prediction that is likely to come true if certain actions are taken, right? Now, before people are even before people are even asking you for advice, like if no one knows who you are, you can just simply post interpretations of things that are happening in the market or obstacles that might come up that your followers will face. Give courses of action and predict outcomes that they're going to get, or that are eventualities that are going to happen. Predict things based on what you see. So you're interpreting data and you're making a prediction. Now, the more times you can do that correctly, the more times you can guess right, the more your audience is going to come to trust you and eventually start asking you for advice. They're going to start seeing you as someone who knows how to interpret the signs and make accurate predictions. Obviously, it's important to be able to make accurate predictions because, people don't want to lose out on something. They don't want to, suffer a loss. They don't want setbacks. They don't want to make a mistake. So if you can give them a confident prediction of success, what they need to do to be successful in whatever endeavor it is, then that's something that they're interested in. So now you're asking, well, how can I make accurate predictions all the time? Here's the trick. Through sneaky use of conditional statements and the fact that people have confirmation bias, you don't actually have to make accurate predictions all the time. Think of sportscasters who are constantly talking about what's going to happen in this game, or who's going to win that game, or what the season's going to be like for this team, or whatever. They're fucking wrong most of the time. But people keep watching and they keep buying into what they say because it makes sense and it sounds good. But what happens is when you're right, people tend to remember it. When you're wrong, people tend to forget because it just wasn't accurate, it wasn't relevant, it doesn't stick. That's what confirmation bias is that people tend to hold on to the information that proves relevant to them, and they tend to minimize or forget completely the stuff that isn't. This, by the way, is why fraudulent psychic readers can get away with making, say, 10 predictions in a setting, in one sitting, and half of them or more are incorrect, but the person getting the reading hones in on the ones that are correct and forget the ones that were irrelevant. That's just the way our minds tend to work. On top of that, with the conditional statements, anytime you get called out for making an incorrect prediction, there's something that happened that threw you off that can be explained and expounded upon, and it actually flipped into making it a whole new prediction, right? So there's no, most people are scared to put their neck out and give a solid opinion and say, this is what's going to happen. But if you can do that and trust that you're going to be right the more experience you get, and then the times that you're wrong are going to be minimized, and you can even build on top of the times you're wrong and flip them around, That's how you position yourself as a valuable, trusted advisor. Because what you're doing is taking a sea of information that has no meaning, no context, no understanding, and you're giving it a story. You're giving it a narrative, and you're predicting what the ending is going to be of that particular arc, that trajectory. If you can do that, people are going to follow you, and they're eventually going to start asking for your help. And once you're in that position, that's the sweet spot, right? Like when people are asking you for help and you happen to sell that help, that's all there is, right? So sorry for the shakiness. I'm apparently on wobbly ground here while the car is running. There we go. That's a little better. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching this episode of Eat Me. Be back again tomorrow at lunchtime, noon Eastern, and we will have a brand new live episode for you. I forgot to look in advance, so I can't tell you what it is, but I'm sure it will be interesting. If you like this video, be sure to like the page so you get notifications when we do new ones. I'm not sure if it's showing a follow button somewhere while you're watching this video. If you click that, that'll help you watch new videos of ours too. Like we said, every weekday, noon Eastern, we will have another tip just like this on the Cult of Copy PR page. I've been your host, Colin Theriault, and I will see you tomorrow, same time, same channel. Bye-bye.